Kusampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR's Nehru Vangshu Cultural Center. Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true praise to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. And before coming to the recitation, again I would like to give this stress on this simple points regarding COVID protocols. So even though you are taking vaccinations, so try to follow this same physical distancing and carry your masks and hand sanitizers. When you are in the crowd, it is a mandatory to wear your masks to protect yourself from the crowd. And coming to currency note counting as well as paper counting, do not touch your tongue. And hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene also important, as we know that hand hygiene we have equipment, but for respiratory hygiene we have to follow some of the precautions guided by the actually Ministry of Ayush. So it is saying that respiratory hygiene very important because like viral cells will be stay to 2 to 3 days in the parasynal cavities or a paranasal cavities. It's inside the nostrils. It's the ending part of the starting part of the throat, ending part of the nostril. So it will be clear only because of the steam inhalation. So when you have proper device to do these practices with the steam inhalation, you can apply with the device, or you can boil water in a small vessel and you can cover a cloth on top of you and you can inhale that steam. It's a very simple and very effective home remedy. As well as coming to next application called throat gargling. So using Estimadu powder or using Triphala churn, Triphala powder, or you can use plain salt water, but it's acceptable hot water. Please use acceptable hot water to clean the throat. So whenever it is possible, like 3 times or 4 times in a day. And also very important pattern is called sleep pattern. Do not disturb your sleep pattern, as it's required that 8 hours sleep required, but when you are more active in your regular activities or affairs, so 1 more hour may required, especially in the afternoons before your lunch hour. Take a power nap, or if you know about the yoga nidra, you can do yoga nidra also. And clove therapy, clove powder and honey plus hot water or hot milk early in the morning and evening also. This application also very good to get rid of the many throat level or phlegm level issues which is actually deposited around the throat level. And next one is exercises pattern. So morning half an hour and evening half an hour. Please do exercises, not only walking. Walking alone will not create any good health balance. So we have to compose some other exercises including walking. So in that same half an hour pattern, please choose some minutes time to do pranayam also, breathing exercise also. And vitamin A and vitamin D and zinc based diets also very important to boost up the immunity, which actually already there in the fresh green leafy vegetables and fruits and milk products and as well as mushrooms. So here when you have your diet, please properly compose these diets also in your plate. And next one is home kitchen Ayurvedic remedies called turmeric, garlic, ginger and ajwain seeds, cumin and cinnamon and jaljeera powder and hing, rock salt, pepper, jaggery and honey, local cordyceps and local shilajit. All these are very important simple home remedies to create good balance in the immunity level as well as metabolic level, and it will good for your sleep patterns also. And do not overeat. Whenever you are going to eat, do not overeat and don't compose your diet only with the carbohydrate, because it will create further damages to the intestines and somewhat it will create constipation and regarding issues also. And next one is Chyawanprash. It's a kind of nearly 45 Ayurvedic herbs, organic herbs. So it is also good to boost up the immunity. But still I have to mention one important thing is 2 important tonics called Kada Chai preparation and golden milk preparation. So golden milk preparation will be suitable in the evenings. Kada Chai preparations will be suitable in the mornings and afternoons when you use lemons also in that. So that is also very simple and effective home remedies to encounter many kind of viral infections, fungal infections, bacterial infections. And coming to recitation, this recitation actually from the Hatya Pradipika, it is saying that importance of the breathing exercises. It is saying that pranayamadi yuktena sarva roga kshayo bhavet ayuktabhyasa yogena sarva roga samudbhavaha. So only through proper breathe in and breathe outs, through the patterns of yoga or through the patterns of any traditional philosophy or any traditional exercises, we can nullify many kind of diseases and disorders. Because as we know that in Ayurveda it has mentioned that almost all diseases and disorders inside the body will be born because of the imbalanced states of the vata, internal wind, pitta, internal biles, and kapha, internal glue, internal mucus. Like internal glue and internal biles will be influenced by the our breath patterns only. So pranayama means here, please don't understand that pranayama means it is not only the subject of doing in yoga. Pranayama means throughout the day how you are doing your practices, breathing practices, that's also comes under this same content. So try to please properly learn this breathing pattern, or very simple is whenever you are taking inhalations and exhalations, cautiously take that slow deep inhalations, and after that slow deep exhalation. Now try to cut the rate of the inhalations and the exhalations, the number. So in generally in a minute, like a common human being taking inhalation exhalation 16 to 18 times. If we really cut the number from 16 to 18 to 11 or 12 or 10, obviously you will have more awareness on your breath, like your mind also will not jump into the stress. Means it will be controlled by only breath. So it is this sloka saying that pranayamadi yuktena sarva rogas kshayo bhavet. Here yuktena means it's a logically we have to do these exercises. Okay, now in this week we are seeing some of the important practices which really helpful for the people who are having this arthritis. Arthritis, other name in the Ayurveda called ama vata. It's a kind of wind imbalance inside the body that will accumulate inside the or around the joints, and it will go to swollen or pain or many other symptoms. So this arthritis may come because of heredity or because of other diseases, because of other drugs, because of pregnancy related issues, because of old age, whatever things it will be. In Ayurveda we have very simple and effective home remedies called Amrutadi or Yogi Raja or Simhanada Gugulu. Next preparation is Maharasanadi Kada, also very simple and effective drug in the Ayurveda to create balance to the inside wind, especially in the arthritis management. And next one is Swarna Baspa. It's a kind of preparation with the gold, as well as Rajita Baspa. It's a kind of preparation with the silver. So these two are very important to create immunity inside the body. Next one is Ama Vata Ras, also very important, very simple remedy to create good balance inside wind. So along with these preparations, we have many other preparations also in Ayurveda as in a drug modes. According to your doctor suggestions, according to the people who have their real-time experiences, they can guide you very well. And also, when you have this kind of bone pains, please try to avoid seafoods, especially dry fish and peas, as well as gluten interference things, or like whatever flours you are taking, that's all mix up of gluten. So better to avoid those gluten interference things, and as well as spicy things also we have to avoid. If really we'll avoid curd and buttermilks for a time being, that's also giving good result. And avoid jaggery and avoid palm oil also. So like instead of palm oil you can take other oils. And next one is tamarind related diets also. It is not very good for the composition of the inside wind, so that we have to avoid that things. And second one is all kind of tubers will able to raise the internal wind, or it will create some further issues. So if you really stop the tubers for a time being, that's also give good results in regarding arthritis or bone related issues. Next one is strictly we have to observe that no alcohols and no smoking, no maize, as well as no soya, no peas also. So these will also having the same kind of content. It will throw the internal air, or it will somewhat create imbalance to the inside wind. So it is a restriction. But coming to the Ayurveda practices, Chikitsa Vedam. So today we have a wonderful, very wonderful home remedy called Usha Pana Chikitsa. Usha Pana Chikitsa means for not only for the wind related issues, it's also good for everything, for every disorder, for every disease. This can be almost like a 50% answer, called drink more water early in the morning. So instead of taking tea or coffee, or before taking tea or coffees, so please try to plan to take at least like 2 to 3 glasses of water, or according to your need or according to your self experience, take more water in the early in the morning. Then after that you can go for walk. Then once you will totally free from the constipation, once you will be totally free with the feel of that heaviness early morning, then you can go for your further food preparations. This is very simple technique, Usha Pana Chikitsa. Somewhat it will give great balance to the inside fluids and inside liquids. So all fluids and liquids, if once it will be balanced, then no issues of the air related issues inside. This is very simple technique. Now second one is Ashwagandha preparation. It's also available in the market capsule forms. You can use capsule forms also, using 1 capsule to 100 ml of water or milk early in the morning with empty stomach. So better to choose this kind of Ashwagandha preparations early in the morning. Very simple and very effective Ayurvedic remedy. So our next practice is dry ginger and ajwain seed powder, as well as cinnamon powder. So try to mix with 20 grams, 20 grams, 20 grams, 60 grams and 150 ml of water, and try to go for decoction form. So wait it till this 150 ml of water should reach 100 ml. Then take that decoction early in the morning, empty stomach, evening once in empty stomach. This is also very wonderful remedy to create good balance inside the intestines also. Especially digestive related issues also, this is very good preparation. And next one is horse gram. It's also available in the market. Half gram powder form, half gram powder. So morning once, evening once, 10 grams in 100 ml of water. Just try to mix it properly, and go for soaking time for at least 10 minutes time. Then after that you can choose the whole water drinking early in the morning and once in the evening. This is also good remedy to create good balance to the inside wind. So along with these practices, better to don't avoid your regular medical checkups, and don't avoid the advice from the doctors also. So you can choose the practices from the allopathic, as well as you can choose practices towards Ayurveda also, because we have to go for the one way comprehensive approach, or somewhat many of encountering to the same issue through Ayurveda, through yoga, or through your regular medicines. And along with this, and stress levels also important, lifestyle management also important, and lifestyle choice also important, and your night sleep patterns also important. So health will come not only because of one way of factors, it's a multifactorial thing. So we have to be cautious and careful of every factor. And tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same time, same place with the same content, we will see some more good applications in Ayurveda for the same Amavata or arthritis. So let's join to the yoga class now. And in yoga also, so every posture or every pattern of consolidations, every pattern of breathe in and breathe out has its own impact towards the health. But the practitioner's ability is required here, in what way they are taking, in what way they are doing, in what way they are following the advice from the yoga teachers. So that whenever you feel sickness or any kind of unevenness inside the body, better to choose a slow pace of doing. As anyhow, in our yoga class also we are using only medium pace practices. We are not doing very slow, we are not doing very fast. So according to your convenience, please choose, please select exercises. But please remember, when you have any issues at the joints or like bone level issues, better to avoid your weightlifting practices, or better to avoid overworking or over cycling. So better to avoid overdose in every kind, in any kind of exercises. So the same instructions will be applicable in yoga also. So according to your convenience only, please choose practices. Okay, take a long, slow, deep inhalations and exhalations. Then after that, coming to sun salutations with the mantra chanting and sloka and bijakshara. When you have your traditional belief, you can follow the chanting or you can follow the only physical exercises. Now coming to Anahata Pranamasana. Om हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् अपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं रः मित्ररविसूर्यभानुकगपूष्ण हिरण्यगर्भमरीच आदित्य सवित्र अर्कभास्कराय नमः. And stretch your arms forward. Hasta Uttanasana here. According to your convenience, you can choose a slight back bend at the Chandrasana or at the Chakrasana. Then again keep your body straight. Once pull yourself up. Then very slowly push your body down and slowly get a forward bend. But when you have any lower back issues or heart issues or blood issues, so do not go for forward bend. Completely press the body down. And after Pada Hastasana, right leg back as Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. Push your body down as well as forward to lift your chin up. When you have knee issues or ankle or pelvic girdle issues, better to avoid this practice. And coming to back leg straight, back leg knee up against the gravity. Join your forward leg to back leg called Santulanasana or Dandasana. Then here few seconds stay. Then after that coming to Ashtanga Namaskarasana, both the knees and both the palms, chest, forehead or chin down towards the floor. Then push your body forward and lift the body up as the lifted head cobra posture. Throughout the practice, keep push yourself up, lift your chin up and stay in this simple cobra posture or Bhujangasana. And another forward bend called Parvatasana, mountain triangular posture, and push your body completely inside. And right leg is your forward leg here called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding posture. Again slowly back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up. Join your back leg to forward leg called Pada Hastasana. Once completely press yourself down and lift your both the arms and the body up. Hasta Uttanasana and completely lift the body up. And once pull yourself up. After that slightly put a back bend called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Again keep your body straight. Once pull yourself up and after that Pranamasana above to the head called Kailasha Mudra, and the same mudra should come down at your chest called Anahata Pranamasana. And with inhalation lift the arms up, and with exhalation wide the arms. Then very slowly keep them down at your thighs. Then after that wide the legs, lock your hands back and few seconds break for your healthy breath. And as per our today's schedule, we have chair yoga. Like as we know that through chair yoga also we can compose our 1 hour session or 2 hour session continuously. As well as we can do many advanced postures also on the chair with the chair help. But because of our online participants, many people may be beginners also. So for them we are not creating tough schedules. We are creating very simple and effective practices. So whenever we have this person-to-person interaction in coming future, we will learn more techniques. Okay, coming to next exercise called Chakki Chalan in the sitting posture. So first wide your legs. Then after that open your 2 hands forward. Then towards your right side completely turn and go for your body rotation and completely come back. Again second count from your right side to left side, almost cover 180-degree angle. When you are coming forward, do not crunch your body but keep your body parallel to the floor and slowly push the body towards opposite side and get back. And 3 counts over. And take a long inhalation and exhalation. And same thing opposite side. While coming forward, you can lift your heels also up to create more balance and slowly come back. Second count, completely rotate the body and keep your body horizontal and cover 180-degree angle and come back. Last count, completely throw the body and push and slowly towards opposite side and relaxation. Enough, come back. Again, long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. So in these Chakki Charanam rounds, so like it is not really comes into forward bend, but body is going to parallel. Because of that also we need to do one back bending exercise, very simple back bending. Keep your both the legs together, interlock the hands behind the head Once lift your chest up and wide your elbows and few seconds press your head back and stay as a back bend. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations, enough from that. And our next exercise will be on the Pavana Mukta Asana or abdomen pressing posture. So this is also good posture to create balance in the wind level from the abdomen region and as well as from the intestinal region. So get back to the backrest of the chair. Once long, deep, slow inhalation, exhalation. Then after that, fold your right leg, keep your right feet on the chair. Then after that, interlock the fingers. Then try to press your abdomen and few seconds stay in this pressing without holding the breath. And here, if you have further convenience, you can put your chin or forehead on the knee also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and enough. 10 relaxations, enough. Slowly come back. And once keep your leg down, you can choose head half cycles movement or full cycle movement because of the head relaxation or because of the head stretch. Few seconds move the head. 1, 2, 3 and come back. Keep your head straight. Then opposite side, same practice. Keep your leg fold and put your foot on the chair. Interlock the fingers on outside of the knee and just to press the abdomen and stay for a while without holding the breath. Then here also slightly push yourself forward and keep your chin or forehead on the knee and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and enough. Then slowly get back to the normal and slowly leave the leg and relaxation. One long inhalation. Here also you can apply the same post stretches of the yoga. Then here also just go for your head half cycles. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations. Now one long slow inhalation, exhalation. And according to your convenience, you can choose one chair help or two chair help. Like for this chair yoga, our next exercise is both the legs together. Interlock the fingers outside of the knee and try to do it with the utmost care. Then keep your chin down towards your knee and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and enough. Then slowly come back. Keep your head straight. Then leave your one leg and other leg right. Relaxation, enough. So here to create more convenience around your neck level, just lift your chin up and place your two hands after interlock the fingers on the forehead. Just keep a press on the head level and stay 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations, enough. Then slowly wide your hands and rest. Again long slow inhalation, exhalation. So today's our last posture is somewhat Uttita Parsva Konasana with the chair help. So whatever chairs you have in your home, you can do this simple exercise while using pillow or while using a brick, or without pillows or without bricks also you can perform. So today we will see how to do this exercise with pillow help or with the brick help. Then turn your body towards your right side and keep your right leg fold properly and slightly sit properly on the chair, but slightly come forward from the chair forward edge. Here all about your convenience and balance. Then try to put your pillow or brick just next to your right foot on the floor. Alright, keep your body bent towards your right side. Put your hand on the concerned pillow or concerned brick, or you can put your hand on the floor also. And still elevate the body towards forward, and after that lift your above hand. Then keep your above arm on the ear and stay for a while. So in this kind of postures, while using the chairs or any props, your body weight will be taken care by your chair. And few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and lift your above hand. Then very slowly keep your above hand down on the body. Then very slowly push your body up and slowly get back to the normal. Soon after that, few seconds relaxation, long and deep inhalation, exhalation. Then before doing opposite side, you can choose a simple leg movement outside or inside to free the joints and to free the concerned leg parts. To do an extra relaxation to the legs. Okay, long, slow inhalation and exhalation. And opposite side, same exercise. So here also I'm doing same posture, Utthita Parsvakonasana, opposite side with the brick head. Alright, and now towards your left side, properly turn the body and slightly come forward from the chair, but take care of the balance. Alright, here also I'm doing the same exercise, and now here towards your left side, bend the body and completely give a bend and put your that concerned left hand down on the floor or on the concerned brick or the pillow. Elevate the body towards forward. After that, lift your above hand up and put it on the ear and stay for a while. So throughout the practice, back leg must be straight. You can be on the toes or you can be on the flat foot also, but few seconds stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then slowly keep your arm up and very slowly rest your hand. Then very slowly lift your body and slowly get back to the normal. So here also once you can fold your legs for extra relaxation, few seconds resting. Alright, so after once you finish your chair exercise, try to end your chair exercise with the simple back bend. So here also slightly come forward on the chair forward edge. Open your two hands on the chair's backrest on the top or at the middle. Turn your shoulders back, elevate your chest and lift your chin up, and few seconds stay here in this back bending. And then slowly straight, come back. Alright, and now here we are doing our pranayama exercises. Soon after finishing your physical portion, physical yoga exercise, it's also advised to give a small time gap break to drink water, not more water, a sip of water for especially pranayama purpose. Okay, when you have your traditional belief, you can follow the mantra chanting, or else you can choose only the physical practices. Okay, keep your body straight and choose any convenient surface and choose properly, sit on that surface and keep your body straight. And coming to mantra sadhan, Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyardham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Santa Santa Santi. Then leave the arms. One long slow inhalation, exhalation. So in other words, this sloka is saying that physical practices, physical yoga practices or pranayam or mudras and bandhas or meditations or whatever practices inside the yoga, not only meant for the physical health or material wealth. So it has a definite goal towards the spiritual upliftment called nirvana or samadhi state. So to awakening or to reach that state, we have to be care about the physical body or mental mind as well as social health. Then further it will go to spiritual health. So to create balance in between these four states, yoga will be a very simple module, very simple and very effective module. Anyone can easily practice this kind of schedules and pranayam. And discipline also very important, the people who are doing these exercises. And coming to next pattern exercise and mantra chanting called, we have today Surya Bhadana Pranayam as well as Bastrika Pranayam. Surya Bhadana Pranayam, as we know that in traditional yoga, traditional text called Hatyo Pradipika, it has mentioned that Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Doshakrut Punaha Ridam Karyam Surya Bhadana Uttamam. So it is itself mentioned that wind related issues inside the body, inside the skull and face will be totally nullified because of this simple Surya Bhadana Pranayam. And it is a metabolic elevator or it's an immunity elevator. It's a very simple technique to create good immunity or to good immunity balance. But the people we have, if we have high blood pressure or any other complications, better to choose advice from the concerned persons who are having knowledge on Ayurveda and yoga. And here it is saying that Bhastrika Pranayam, also another way of important practice. Vata Pitta Slashva Haram Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadyargala Nasanam. And it is not only good for the people who are having wind related issues inside the body, but the people who have been suffering from this biles or imbalance in the biles or imbalance in the mucus related issues, for them also Bhastrika Pranayam is a wonderful technique. And it is also called as a Sarir Agni Vivardhanam. Again, another way of uplifted metabolic activity rate as well as immunity rate also be uplifted because of this Bhastrika Pranayam. Surya Bhadana Pranayam, again another quality is it will kill the intestinal worms or abdominal worms. But the people who are doing this one is very important. In what level they are doing, in what way they are doing. Because every pranayam must be performed with the bandhas and mudras, attention of the breaths also. But because of our online participants, we are not doing that kind of tough schedule. But whenever we have time to meet in person, we will see this kind of schedules also. Let's coming to the practices. Practices are very simple and very easy. So first we are doing Surya Bhadana Pranayam. Open your right hand, last two fingers and right hand thumb, and turn towards your face. Obviously your right nostril will receive your right thumb, left nostril will receive your last two fingers of the right hand. So keep your body straight and put your awareness on your breath or at your eyebrow center, and close your left nostril and breathe in with the right nostril, and slowly completely breathe out with the left nostril. Again inhalation with the right nostril, and slowly completely exhalation with the left nostril. Inhalation with the right nostril, and completely breathe out with the alternative nostril. Fourth count, inhalation with the right nostril, and alternative nostril breathe out. Last count, inhalation with the right nostril, and completely slowly breathe out with the left. Right, keep your hand down. One long inhalation and exhalation. Then here our next practices will be on the Bhastrika Pranayam. It's a voluntary sharp inhalations and slow exhalations. Opposite side process of Kapalabhati. Keep your position straight. Then starting our practices, first 10 strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again slowly, deep, long inhalation, exhalation. And second spell starting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then once normal inhalation, exhalation. And coming to last spell, 10 count. Again starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A few seconds break. But please remember, when you have ear issues or any complications inside the head like throwing sensations or vertigo issues or any other blood related issues, blood fluctuations or heart elements, better to choose slow pace of doing in Bhastrika and Kapalabhati or avoid the practices. But once you will finish your total practices, pranayam, and choose proper way of doing in dharana practices, or choose good exercises from the format of Trataka practices. And once you will finish your total yoga workout, further 5 minutes time for your like relaxation to the body and mind through yoga nidra or through power naps. Once you will finish your total yoga schedule, based on the time of the practices, based on the like intensity in the practices, it is advised to give 15 minutes time to take bath and further 5 minutes time to take breakfast. In the afternoon, please always see all the possibilities to do a power nap or to do a yoga nidra. It is very very important for the general health, for the mind, to focus the mind on further works, as well as it will regenerate the body, and it will somewhat improve the productivity from you towards further works. In the evening, once you will be total free from your all schedules and all activities before your dinner time, so try to create at least 15 minutes time to half an hour time to do any kind of self yoga exercise. Compose simple back bending exercises, simple inversion postures, and simple breathing also. But do not disturb your sleep pattern when once you decided to sleep. And also please remember, in your diets, very very important thing is, in your diet do not blindly depend on only carbohydrates. Better to go for good composition of good fats and good proteins and limited carbohydrates and vitamins and minerals, and as well as liquids also. So in between your main meal to main meal, do not fill the abdomen with the junk foods or with the concerned unwanted foods, because here I'm telling about the we have, in fact we have no junk foods, we have junk timings only. So in between your main meal to main meal, if you will give holy food to the abdomen, even that food also can be termed as a junk food. So please remember the timings of your food activities. And tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same time with the same topic, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda for the same arthritis and good yoga exercises also. So thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.